Welcome to the tutorial for Blackboard discussion board postings. When you're on your homepage for your course, you're going to see that there's a couple of things. You can find what's new in the unread messages for the discussion boards. You can also access it through course content, in your week folders. There's usually a link to the discussion board. Sometimes yes, sometimes no, depends upon how your instructor has set up the course. The direct route is you can get there through your navigation panel. What you're going to want to do is click on whatever the most recent topic is, and you're going to see that Dan Fashionetti has already created his introduction. And what we can do is click on that. Here's his introduction. You can either reply to Dan by clicking reply, typing your message in here. You want to be sure that there are no typos involved as best as you can. In some courses, you may have to attach files, in which case you would browse your computer, your content collection. Make sure that you hit submit when you're done. You may also save it as a draft and go back later. Going back through the breadcrumbs, we can go back to week 1 introductions. And here we can see if we're going to start our own introduction, create thread. This will be the title, as you saw in the other one with Dan's introduction. This would be the title for your post. And then type your response here in the body. Again, you would have the option to add attachments here if required by your instructor. You can save the draft to come back later or hit submit. One thing you're going to want to keep in mind on discussion boards is to always keep the content professional. You want to be sure that there are no typos, don't use slang, make sure that you're not revealing any of your private information as the discussion board is visible to everyone in your course. Don't put your personal contact information like your address or phone numbers or anything like that in a discussion board post. You always want to know your audience. Keep in mind this will be classmates and your instructors, potentially people from the college. So always show yourself in your best light. If your assignment requires a lengthy post to be made, you may wish to compose it in something like Microsoft Word. So you can double check your spelling, make sure your formatting is right, make sure everything looks good before submitting it into the discussion board. This would also give you some written verification that you had done the assignment should you lose your connection to Blackboard or something go wrong. One thing you also want to keep in mind is on the course policies, your instructor is going to talk about notes on the required submissions, how often they want you to post on your discussion board. Look at the rubric for what your instructor is wanting from you, and make sure that you are adhering to the instructor's expectations for the course. Each instructor is going to have different course policies, so please take some time to review them thoroughly. If you have any questions, you can reach me at advising@charteroak.edu.